Hey guys, Neverfix here. Welcome back to Ace Attorney. We're now going to learn, finally, what happened 5 years ago. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago someone died and it was Hammer's fault. Oh shit. It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. Yeah, even if it was an accident, it would have still damaged his career. I say. You know who knows more about this? Miss Old Bitch. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks, I'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Yeah, that's a good point. What are the chances of her talking? Pretty fucking low. She doesn't really like us for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, gumshoes here. Anything to talk about? About that bottle? Talk about embarrassing, pal. I can't believe I missed out on my first sweep for evidence. Don't know how I can apologise to Mr. Edgeworth. It must be tough being a detective with all that responsibility. Oh, huh. Blush. It's looking like willpower has dropped. I'm going to go back to the precinct to do some more detailed tests. You've been very free with your information today, detective. Well, don't go telling anyone this, pal. But I was kind of impressed at today's trial too. Well, most lawyers would have given up after that director's testimony. I think if it had been anyone else up there, powers would be done before by now. Does that have any talk options? Nope. Trying to remember what we're supposed to do. We're still slinking around. If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darnest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. Let's talk about 5 years ago. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Nichols. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Nichols? Nichols, Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers. Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I was doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Prove the Hammer stole Powers' costume. Do I have proof? I can prove that he stole the costume. Suppose this.
Take that!
Mr. Powers had a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so. This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There were traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. I bet Powers put it there himself. Even a lightweight like him must have trouble sleeping sometimes. Except I agree that Mr. Hammer put the pills in. And that's where the bottle comes in. This bottle contains sleeping pills. Mr. Hammer's fingerprints were found on the bottle. Uh-oh. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer, rest your soul. Miss Oldbag. Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see. Tired of holding it all in. She holds stuff in. Miss Oldbag. You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. I've said her name differently every single time I've said it. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag? Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. A photograph? Oh God. That's of the incident. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of those stairs there. As a tennis player from the looks of it, he pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. Pretty poor, like, scene design. How was that possible to happen? Well, there should have been like rubber fences, you know, on an actual metal. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. For the iPhoto added the good record. Right, this is fucking useful. What am I supposed to do with this then, I wonder? I actually don't know. Detective Gumchin must have left by now. He's probably thinking about what to do in tomorrow's trial. I bet Adjo is angry with him. Okay, am I supposed to just go? It seems stupid to do this. Are we supposed to go and confront the producer with this? That didn't go well when we confronted Wright. Did it? Think back to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Still Samurai costume, and then he left from here to go to Studio 2. Right, but why? I wonder if someone called him. Well, the director or the producer. I wonder. What would you say? Hey Nick, it's Ms. Vasquez. Hello. Hallo. Hello. You should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. I have a feeling she'll only speak ill if we show her this. She's not even looking. Where? Where did you get that? Oh, well, old bag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Old Bag, Nick. Finney's terrible name, didn't it? Right, anyway, Mr. Vasquez, you hit this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gone stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. This doesn't seem dangerous at all. We know she has links to the Mafia. And she wants us to go inside the trailer. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Mr. Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. I said career like that because I nearly said carer. I can't read. You were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me. Was it this... What is this all about? You keep saying accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think, would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. Innuendo. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you said. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me, now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys. Oh, this is what you want us to come into the trial. Oh shit. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? Oh shit. And trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame I'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! But... hold it. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Oh shit. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Announce the truth music. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you. I was really scared. She's got more to be scared about in her future, trust me, viewers. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. To be continued. Do. Save the game. Yes. It's now October 20th. This is like a full 3-day trial. So 3 days of trial and investigation. This case isn't very complicated compared to some of the other 3-day trials in the later series. So this game's fantastic. The second one's amazing, and the third one is brilliant. Basically, and they're only going to get better the more we play. I need a drink. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. You are ready, and we're ready too. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defence will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defence presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trial that day. From their testimony, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trial that day. Oh, I know all about this bitch. Well, the witness had her name and occupation. Will she actually do it? He has trouble getting witnesses to do this. No, she won't. Oh, no, she does. On the day of the murder, you were in the trial in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Ugh. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. The day of the murder, I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Zal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van in Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, or with that monkey's head toppling over. Van added to the court record. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle. I don't think it is. This is in the last testimony, I'm sure of that. Just press everything. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in at the employee area? Nope. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. She's only answering these questions, she's not giving him anything more. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. Objection! Death slam. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Death slam. So I've been interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. No. He's only doing his job. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was stat the obvious, Edgeworth.
Hold it!
Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? We just went through this. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, alright. No point. No point pressing that then. Death slam. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Death slam. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oh, oops. It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Is that the... Those plates are completely empty? There's no bone left on it. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal? No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat the T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak, well, Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss, but I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said. Somewhere. Okay. I think I know what I need to do. She has the 8 T-bone steaks. We have a steak plate which has a bone left on it, but there is no bones left on the ones in the Studio 2 trailer. I think that's what the game wants you to remember.
Objection!
Yes, Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate T-bone steak, but I said you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee room. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Oh shit. Miss Vasquez? Death slam. Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat the steak at all. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. In later trials, the game would have made you figure that out as well. When it's harder, it wouldn't have had Phoenix say that. The witness would have said, what else did it do with it then? And then you'd have been made to figure it out yourself. That's what the game can be like later, so you had to figure it all out yourself. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honour? Picking on salmonella. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order. Are you saying? Yes, Your Honour. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? Death slam. What kind of stunts are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let's have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. This isn't a testimony. This is like a back and forth conversation between the two of us. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use a heavy spear as a weapon? Look, let's be obvious. Okay. She killed him. She couldn't have used that. How else would he get a stab wound to the chest? think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha! You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honour. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. This was. I'm wrong. Wrong, Mr. But I'm wrong. Here's the real evidence, Your Honour. I can prove the samurai spear was not used in the murder weapon. Am I supposed to present the spear then? Oh, I see, a break in the shaft.
Take that!
I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon, not so fast. Remember that this spear was broke during the morning action scene run through, but someone fixed the spear. It was a security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a fit costume with this through the chest? Order, order. Desk there, Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I am the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? Oh, yes. Would I make a claim that they folk couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. We know what I'm getting at here. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. This is why she wanted to take the photo from us yesterday. If I can now order this trial be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? What? Are you saying... Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Uh-huh. That's happened again. Oh, shit just got real now. We've already gone past 20 minutes, so we're going to end it here today. But come back on Thursday, when Mr. Rice will continue. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment. See you next time.